Some of the headlines you're waking up to this morning. Harry Kane believes BeIN can make him a serious contender for the Ballon d'Or. I don't believe he said that.
Why not, though? If he wins the...
No, he could, but you don't bring that up, do you?
Why not?
I want to win the Ballon d'Or, and that's not Harry, is it?
Why not?
No, because he's not like that, that's why.
You don't think he can?
He can do, yeah, but he doesn't have to talk about it.
Why
the England
not?
captain is fit. You know, that's arrogant. England captain is fit to face Werder Bremen in the Bundesliga opener. Arsenal defender Timber is set to undergo knee surgery. God, nightmare. Is a major blow to Arteta and the Gunners, although City have just lost De Bruyne, haven't they?
4 months.
The summer signing suffered a suspected ACL as well injury in the opening weekend win over Forest, and former Palace owner Simon Jordan says selling Michael Olise this summer wouldn't show a lack of ambition for the club. Chelsea set to sign the winger. They've been after him for a while after activating a release clause in his contract in the region of 35 million. And Simon Rubbish claims that his boyhood club are suffering from a lack of ambition.
This isn't about ambition. If you ask Palace would they have wanted to sell Olise, probably the answer is no. This is not about Palace's ambition. This is about the unfortunate nature of a clause in a contract which has triggered it. Right?
Which they let him
some
put
would
in.
say that Alexis McAllister would let out of Brighton economically. This is a World Cup winner. What did he go to Liverpool for?
Similar 40, wasn't it?
There you go.
40.
So is that a lack of ambition on Brighton's part, or was that just a simple scenario of a contract that you got caught in with a player that ultimately has overachieved or achieved at a certain level, which has courted other people's attention? This is the question you have to ask yourself. Why is that? That's not simply because of a lack of ambition, that's because of the capability of the people that Palace have brought in.
Which is fine.
Palace brought in Patrick Vieira. Everybody went, oh, Patrick Vieira, that's great, fantastic. Right? Whereas the difference between Palace and Brighton is Brighton brought in Graham Potter, did a better job off the back of the platform that Chris Hughton gave him, and their recruitment with Dan Ashworth and everything was better than Palace's. It's not a lack of ambition; it's a lack of talent they've got.
So let me ask you this, Gab: if you're a chairman of a football club, would you allow these clauses,
not a
get out
chance.
clauses? Listen, I'd say there's your contract. We've looked after you. This is what you want. We're giving you it, but no buy on clause, sell on clause. No way.
Is especially when Michael Olise's joined the club as a young player. It's different if someone like Haaland, for instance, where big contract, big transfer, and you're like, all right, maybe the player's got the final say. The player might say, don't put a release clause in, I don't sign, I'll go to another club who want me. So maybe the clubs are stuck then.
Well, then let them go to another club.
But Olise, I
Seriously.
don't understand. Why would you put it in for 35 million? I just don't understand. Why would you make it so
Hold on a minute.
small?
What has Olise done so far? You tell me.
He's a good player.
Is he?
He is a good player.
Good player.
He's a good player, and for 35 mil, he's a steal. Crystal Palace will look back in 2 or 3 years and think,
What, right now, you'd pay 35 right now?
Yeah. Al, he's really good, Al. Plays for, I think he's in the French under-21s. Really, really talented
Right-hand
player.
side, isn't he?
Yeah, left-footed. And you got to think as well, Al,
Yeah,
put him in a better team. Put him in a better team.
35 million. I've seen him a few times. Yeah, potential. Yeah, absolutely.
But 35 isn't a lot of money now in the market. You got to remember, people are going for 70 million that aren't even outstanding players. Olise could be one that Palace look back at and think,
Zaha, yeah. Zaha's proved himself. Olise,
But don't forget,
Potential.
you get that tax as well for being a youngster. When you're in your early 20s, you pay more. I think it's a great signing for Chelsea. Man City wanted him, and Palace are going to look back and think, what are we doing putting these clauses in? Because he could have been a player that they played for another season, done well again, and probably sold for 50, 60, 70 mil.
So we also have confirmation how Michael Olise pronounces his name
Olise.
from the man himself.
Michael Olise.
There you go, Alisa.
Alisa?
You got it wrong and I got it wrong. Alisa,
Huh?
you said Olise.
No, I didn't.
It's Alisa.
I said Michael Olise.
No, it's Alisa.
Alisa?
No, you just said Alisa.
Michael Olise.
There you go,
So we're
Alisa.
both wrong.
Correct.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.